Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes. Joining me tonight, well, we got a couple of them here. We got Rich Cooley and Dennis Dayton are here tonight. What's going on, guys?
Waiting on Scotty to show up.
Do not hold your breath.
Not, would you?
Yeah, do not.
Scotty come lately.
No, Scott's never late. He's always on time, ain't he? I say, if you believe he's coming, take a deep breath, hold it in, and let's see if he makes it before you don't. I'm going to say, don't take that bet. I'm going to say Scott's not going to make it. We got to get him a clock. You know?
I've been texting him back and forth, so I think he'll join us.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he'll join us.
Either A, he forgets it's Sunday.
Survey
Or
time.
Can't tell time, one of the two.
Yeah, yeah, one or the other. I don't get it. I do not understand. Just like I do not understand my volume is low. You can hear me, Rich. Good. Well, you guys can.
Well, it's breaking now. You're lower than you was when we first started out. You were good. Now it is low.
Well, let's just see. We're gonna fix that.
It's low right now
Oh,
when
we're
you're
gonna
talking.
fix it.
Huh.
Is it just me, or is it you guys too?
I don't hear anything.
I hear me good, but I hear you're low. So
Sounded good to me.
I mean, to me, we all sound perfect.
when you're talking like that, you're all right. But
Well, I'm kind of
Before-
like yelling in the microphone right now.
see, you're still low right
Well,
now.
I was moving.
It says low down, Tim only.
Oh my gosh, this is making me crazy. All right.
A little humming in the sound. So I don't
Yeah, I
hear that.
turned that up for a second, and then when that hum came back, I turned it right back down
Oh, okay.
because we're not going to have that. I'll just yell if I have to. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm always low anyway. I just got to learn to, like I said, yell in the microphone, I guess. I have no clue. I can't even see my screen because
Really?
I am shoved that close into the microphone. It's like
Well,
I gotta sit back, look at the screen, see what they're saying. Can you hear me now?
I did something that it'd been a long time since I'd done this, and took the family yesterday. The little town next to us, about 7 miles away. They have like a little festival every year.
Yeah.
You know, they have like a cakewalk and they have a gun raffle and, a live band. I mean, there's no rides or anything. It's just like a festival. And we went and ate some fish dinners and got to sit down and relax and enjoy some music. It was pretty fun.
You had fish? What kind
Oh, yeah.
Fish dinner? What kind of fish?
I don't know. Probably some type of whitefish, but it was good.
Uh-huh.
And the wife, she had a breaded tenderloin. Those things were huge.
Oh, geez, yeah, that sounds good.
mm,
Yeah.
And you do some raffles and all that jazz. You win anything?
No. I just got in the gun giveaway. They had 30 guns in 30 minutes is what they gave away.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
cool. And no luck?
No,
apparently?
well, there was, it's a chance you take. It's
Sure.
there was only 500 tickets that they were selling, so
yeah,
Right.
it's a giveaway. So
Right, so...
it had been sweet. I was the gun I really, 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 really wanted was that Glock 9,
Right, I got you. Yeah.
and it was like the 25th out of 30 that they were giving away. So I kept call my name, but don't call it yet. Call my name, but don't. I mean, I'd have took anything.
Yeah, I would have took any.
But I really, really, really would have been sweet to win that Glock.
Well, yeah, but sure. But, I mean, you could have won something else, maybe traded it to the guy that won the Glock or blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
knows,
yeah.
right? At least you
Yeah,
get in the running there. Get one win. Right.
You know, you hear some of them talking, and you say, "Did you get in that raffle?" No, I got too many guns. I'm like, you can't ever have too many
Oh,
guns.
God, no. There's no such thing. You
Well,
know?
a lot of them are saying that they got too many guns.
No.
I don't know.
You cannot have too many guns.
Yeah, really.
I mean, jeez. That just no.
I can always use a couple more.
Oh, God, yeah, me too.
Well,
buying
one of them
it-
was a police officer. Said, "Nope." He said, "I've actually got too many guns."
yeah, okay, well, that makes sense. But still, you still can't have too many, even if you are a cop. It's like you can't have too many.
That's what I try to tell them.
I mean, too much guns is no. That does not exist. Those words will never be uttered from my lips ever. I have too many guns. Nope. Mine would be, I want more guns.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I want. I mean, buying a new gun's like better than buying a new pair of shoes or, there's nothing like it. It's like, when you...
It's time for me to win one. I haven't won one in a while.
Oh, yeah. It's about that time again, Rich. Is it that time of year for that drawing again, that giveaway that you entered last time and won?
Yeah.
I think you get in the same one I get in, Rich.
I'm in a couple of them this year.
Oh, you're already... Go ahead,
I
Dan.
get in the VFW. They always have, like, raffles there.
Right.
Is that kind of like what you do, Rich?
Well, I do the fire halls. A lot of the fire halls still have raffles every year.
Okay.
And clubs, yeah. Rotary clubs and... Yep,
Okay.
usually the $10 tickets. You can you can win between 50 and 70 prizes. Some are guns, some are cash.
Yep.
Okay. See, that's cool.
And then they have the big extravaganzas. Those are usually $50. I don't do them very often, so
That's what I did over the weekend. That's the one I got in.
yeah.
Yeah, why not?
But those big ones, they have big prizes though.
Yeah. Yeah, what was that one you won last year, Rich? Was that last year you won that one?
No, I didn't win a gun last year. It was probably the year before.
Year before you won that one rifle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, that...
Yeah, I won, I think that was the over and under shotgun.
See?
Tactical arms, yeah.
That's cool. Let's see. There's
And a
nothing
France stock on it.
wrong with it. Uh-huh. See, that's cool.
But-
Not wrong with
Yeah.
that. Not at all wrong with
Yeah, I had crabs this weekend.
Wait a minute. You had
What? That didn't sound right.
Wait, did you go to the doctor?
I had lots of crabs to eating.
Oh,
We were talking about food earlier.
oh, that's right. You went crab fishing.
I went crab fishing. I had crabs. Between me and my friend, we got about 2 dozen, a little over 2 dozen.
Oh, all right, that's cool. So,
So-
and they were the blue ones.
Yeah, blue crabs.
All right.
Maryland blue crab.
Did you eat them all up that weekend, or? Did you bring
We ended up, we eat all them, and then I brought 6 home for my wife.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, tell us more. Are you going to tell us more about it now, or during Cooley's Corner? What's the plan? I want to hear more about this crab fishing trip.
Well, yeah, that's what Darth said. It's called crabbing, not crab fishing. Yeah, it's crabbing.
Yeah, crab fishing.
Oh, we can talk about that now. We're not gonna talk about my what was it, magnet fishing until Cooley's Corner.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, take us down Crabbing Row. I want to hear this.
No, not really much. I mean, we just went crabbing down to Solomon's Island in Maryland.
Right.
Which there is a Navy recreation center there.
Uh-huh.
It's a small little recreation. Well, it's not little. It's actually pretty big.
No, I bet. Yeah.
And you got to be, I guess, retired or veteran, or I'm a civilian, DOD civilian, so I can get on the base. But they have all kinds of recreational stuff on there. They have pools, campgrounds, all kinds of stuff there.
Right.
We went down and I rented what's called a camping cabin.
Okay.
It's basically a log cabin. Nice. They're beautiful. It has this cabin was like $50 for a day. Off season, I think they're like 40.
Okay.
And it has electric and it has ceiling fans, and it sleeps 6, I believe.
Okay.
It has 2 bunk beds in the back and then a bed in the front.
Gotcha.
It has a little table inside, so that's what I stayed in all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little hot, but they had fans in there for you, so.
Right. That's okay.
But we basically, I went down on, what was that? Friday. Went down Friday. It took me about 3.5 hours to get there.
Okay.
And I couldn't check in till like 2:30 in the afternoon, so we went to the pier right away.
Right.
And then we caught, I don't know how many. We caught a good many, and then we went back and set up. I set up the cabin, got all my stuff in there, and then set up my Camp Chef stove, and got the Old Bay seasoning out and started steaming the crabs.
So, Rich, like, if I was to go, explain to me on a crab and how I do it. Like, if I was to go crabbing, what I do? Get like a fishing pole and some worms and a hook, and how do you catch them?
Well, I went to the Bass Pro Shop and I got what's called topless crab traps.
Okay.
You can find them online. Actually, probably cheaper than you go to the Bass Pro Shop. They average anywhere from, I think I got them there for $15, but online you can get them for like between 15 and 20. You want the topless ones. Different areas have different rules and regulations.
Right.
Down there where we go, you have to have something that the crab can come in and go back out. You can't have the boxes with the doors on them to where the crab comes in and can't come out. You can't have them. They're illegal down there.
Okay.
And then there's different sizes. So it all depends on what area you go to. You got to check the rules and regulations for that area.
Got it.
These topless traps that I have are like 12 by 12.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, and they have lines on the doors that go up to the main rope. When you drop them in, the doors fold down. And the crabs can walk up on the doors and get to the bait. And then when you pull the lines up, the doors go up. And they can still fly out the top if they want. But if you're pulling them up fast enough, they're not going to swim out.
Okay.
Basically, what you do is you take chicken necks and you attach them down in underneath. What I usually do is I'll take Tide ties and put a Tide tie around the chicken neck and tie it to the inside of the middle of the trap.
Mm-hmm.
And that way they can't pick it off.
Sure.
You know, because they'll endower that chicken neck in probably, I don't know, 10 minutes if you ain't watching.
Right.
Can you see them? Can you see them go in the trap?
What's that?
Can you see them go in the trap?
No, they're down in the river.
Okay. So
unless you're in shallow water. We were fishing off of a pier, and I had a 50-foot string. But what I usually do is I put about 25 feet. I just lay it out on the deck, and then I tie it off on the pier.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take the trap up and ravel it up into loops, grab the top of the wire on my cable, on my rope, and then I go back and I throw it straight out in front of me.
Right.
And the box will just be flying through the air straight, and it'll hit the water and sink down in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just cinch it off to the pier. But usually I already have it tied off. I try to get it to where it doesn't, you don't want it to jerk at the end because it can end up breaking the rope.
Right.
Once slack in the line.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I throw them out about 20 feet, you know.
Okay.
10, 15, 20 feet, depends.
How many can you catch in a trap at once?
I don't know. You tell me. As many as it is. I had 3 in one. They're all females.
Did 3 in a trap take up a lot of room in it, or is there room for like 20
there was
of them?
plenty of space. You could probably get, depending on what size they are, you can probably get about 8 or 10 of them in there, depending.
And how big are they, Rich? About the size of both your hands if you laid them open side by side?
Well,
They that big?
Here's the thing. The regulations state down there during this time of year, from July to April to July, it can be 5 inches long.
Okay.
From August to December, they have to be 5 1/4.
Okay.
From point to point.
Got it. And when you throw that trap out, Rich, how long you leave it set before you go, okay, it's time to check?
I usually check it like every 5 minutes.
Oh, that fast?
Yeah. What kind of rope do you use?
Yeah.
Paracord? Well, you got to watch it on that. I don't remember what type of rope it is. It's called a crabbing rope. I think it has like polyurethane or something in it. I don't know.
Right.
You got to change it every year or every 2 years because of the seawater eats the rope.
Right. So if you're checking it every 5 minutes, there must be a lot of crabs down there on the bottom.
Well, yeah, you'll get them, and then we use hand lines.
Oh.
Where I was at, you're only allowed to 5 traps or 5 hand lines per person.
Mm-hmm.
Total, not 10. You can only have 5. I used 4 traps and 1 hand line.
Okay.
What's a hand line?
Yeah.
Basically, you take a hand line, and there's this jig. I don't know what it's called. It's basically it's a hook with a weight attached to it, a sinker.
Uh-huh.
Basically, you just hook the chicken neck through it, and then I put a tie on it to hold it tight. And you have like a 50-foot cord, and you just take the cord and wrap it around a piece of stick. And when you get to the pier, tie it off on the pier, wing it up over your head like a cowboy. You're throwing a rope and whiz it out there.
And can you feel
And
them?
let slack in the line. What you'll do is when the line comes taut, you'll feel a crab on there. You'll just start pulling it in real slow until the crab gets pretty close to the top of the water. And then you have a long net. And it's hard to do it by yourself, but you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
On the side of the pier, they have little nails sticking up. But what you do is you tie your little rope around that nail to hold the crab up on top of the water, and then you grab your net and you net it.
Oh. Okay.
That's cool.
Heck yeah, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That sounds like fun, actually. I
Yeah,
think
it does.
I think
But the rule down there is you cannot keep any females at all. And they have to be 5 1/4 inches long, and they have to be a male.
Okay. Here's a question.
Some of the characteristics.
Thank you.
How can you tell a male from a female?
Thank you.
The first characteristic to look for is when you're looking down in the water at a crab.
Uh-huh.
If they have orange on their claws, you might as well just shake the line and let them go because they're a female.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
The other thing of it is when you get them up on top of the water and you flip them over, the female on their butt, when you flip them over, it comes up round and it goes into a point.
Okay.
On a male, it comes up into a point automatically.
Okay.
So you can tell the difference, plain as easy.
Wow. Okay.
But the first characteristic is a giveaway. As soon as they come out of the water, and if you see orange claws,
Gotcha.
they have orange basically like on their fingernails.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But
Fingernail polish.
they'll be pink or red.
So
Automatically, you might as well just shake the line and let them off.
can you catch the females from April to July?
No.
So
Nope.
you're not allowed to catch females anytime.
No. The only ones that can catch females are the commercial crabbers or recreational.
Okay.
Commercial crabbers are the ones in the big boats that have the big license with the big pods and all that stuff.
Sure.
Right.
They're the only ones that can do it, and I don't know what their regulations are.
Phew. Probably just size.
So yeah, we were in the Chesapeake Bay, basically.
That's where you was too.
Pretty close to it, yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like the hand fishing way. That would be fun.
Well, I'll tell you what, we were getting better results on the hand
Yeah.
lines than we were the traps.
That's what I would think too. And it'd be just more fun. Be like regular fishing. And,
But usually it's like sunrise to sunset. But where we were at on the pier, you could do it 24 hours a day.
Oh, okay. And
We were on a private pier.
Was there a lot of people out there doing it, or just you
Oh
guys?
yeah,
Was
yeah.
there
There
really?
was lots of people.
Really?
There was people that wasn't following regulations too.
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
and that's what kind of hurts the fisheries.
Yeah. Of course.
You know, when they're keeping all the females and they're not supposed to.
Right. Yeah. Right. I mean, well, you said you were on like the naval base, right?
Yeah, on a naval place.
Yeah,
Yep.
So they probably felt that nobody could touch them or something. Who knows? But
Yeah, I don't know. They
know.
do come on, but they haven't been down there in a while to check, so I don't know.
Right, but not.
Wish they would, just to
yeah.
keep everybody on the right path.
That's right. Keep them on their toes. That's right.
Yeah.
They're rules for a reason. You know, that's for sure. It's like that's the type that ruin it for everybody.
Yep.
Yep.
You know.
And then, of course, I was doing magnet fishing. And we'll get that into
We're
later.
going to talk about that in a minute, then, aren't we? You gonna
Yep.
do? Are you gonna do the awesomest metal prices this week, Rich?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I got them.
Go for it. Let's hear it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I want to hear what gold's up to.
Don't look too good.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
No, it's not bad. It's down $7, $1,497 according to the site we have here.
All right, that's cool.
Silver is down 4 cents
I don't like
at
that.
$16.96. Platinum is down $5 at $862, and palladium is up $3 at $1,419.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure rubidium or whatever that is. Not sure what that is.
That was the one that Michael always
Uh-huh.
his favorite. Yeah, but hey, gold's still not bad. It can come back over 15 this week, and silver should top back over 17 this week. I'm good with it. You know, let's see what happens.
Yeah, Darth, we were catching females the whole time, and we were catching juvenile males the whole time. You know, I was catching. We've caught so many daggone crab this weekend. It was unbelievable. It's just the keepers. We only kept, about 2.5 dozen, but we probably caught, I don't know, 30 or 40 a day. I don't know.
Yeah,
They're
you caught that's quite a few though, in my opinion.
maybe more. I mean, it kept you busy going from line to line to line. So.
But that's what it's about, you know.
Yep.
It makes it more fun. It's not boring that, you're constantly checking your pots or.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That'd be fun. I like to try it one of these days. Give it a shot and see.
Yeah, people use different things for bait. Some people use chicken legs, the whole leg.
Okay. What about?
Somebody use cut up fish, and everybody uses something different.
Sure. Yeah, but still, I think it'd be fun. That'd be fun. I wish they had that around here, but there ain't.
And it's cheap too. You can go to the store and buy. At my butcher shop, we usually go and they have a pack of 6 or 7, and you can get them for like $1.10.
Oh, yeah.
And you freeze them and you take them down. And you usually use a pack or 2 a day.
That's
Depends.
not bad. Right, that's not bad at all. And you can get chicken legs and stuff pretty much anywhere if you run out.
Yeah, I use chicken necks. So yeah.
See, that's cool. One of these days I'll try it. That'd be fun. That sounds interesting. Even though I don't like seafood, I'd still like to catch them and give them to somebody that did like them.
Oh man, I love them.
What? You don't like seafood?
Nope.
What is the matter with you?
I do not like seafood. No.
God.
But you don't like the smell? Is that what it is?
No, I just don't like it. I don't know what it is, dude. I just don't like it. I've tasted it before and I didn't like it. Now maybe
Fish and everything?
No, I like fish. Certain fish.
You just don't like the shrimp, the crab, or the lobster.
Oh, yeah, right, exactly. Bingo. Right. Nope.
Oh man.
No, not at all. Nope. No.
So I'm sorry for that. I'll tell you, you're missing out big time.
That's what I always hear, but it's like, I'm good, One time I tasted it, dude. I didn't like it. And I'm like, I'll never taste that crap again. So,
It probably wasn't cooked right.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. And it's like, I'm afraid to try it again.
Why?
Because it's like,
Each item you tried, or was it just one
Oh
of
yeah,
them?
I've tried shrimp before. Nasty. Tried lobster. Hated it. And this was all different times in life.
Oh, okay.
And crabs, and I'm like, God, this shit's nasty. Why do people?
What
make
about oysters?
Oh God, no! I just don't want to taste them because of the way they look.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you like clam chowder then?
Oh, I don't. I will not eat clam chowder.
You won't eat clam chowder either?
No, God, no.
Oh.
Oh God, no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Crawfish?
Oh, no. And I've tried crawdads before too. And nope. None of
Oh,
that. I don't know, dude. I'd rather have an old cow than something that comes from out of the water. Give me a steak, burger, some stuff like that. I'm good to go. I don't want that seafood. No.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't blame you because, well, of course, as you guys know, I don't eat steak, so.
Right. See?
Yeah.
I love steak.
Yeah, me too.
I like it when it's ground up into burger.
Okay.
I mean, even when I was a kid, I never did really was able to. And of course, I've tried it every way you can. Say, it fall off the bone. It just. But every time I put it in my mouth, I chew it, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and And I've tried it 1,000 times.
What the
but
heck steak
you
was
grind
you
it up and put it in a burger. Woohoo!
Yeah,
It's
like
awesome.
you like that, like chopped sirloin is what you like, right?
Yeah, I like the steak burgers.
Ground sirloin. Yeah. That's.
Or you like the fried steak, right? Or not?
As long as it's ground up.
Ground
Yeah,
sirloin.
'cause I
Rich.
think that's like chicken fried steak. Isn't that like ground up meat into a,
Yeah.
something?
Well, see, when we get a cow, I know the butcher still looks at me funny to this day because I have them package it separate. The T-bones and I have them package it. What's ground up, which steak is ground up to what. Which burger's ground up to what. And yeah, it's.
Oh, dude, I just fix me a steak, make that sucker raw.
Yeah, I love squid too.
Oh no, calamari's cool. Deep fried. Nah, I can eat
I've
that.
never
I
had
like
squid.
that.
I'd like to try it.
No, the deep fried squid
like
or calamari, that's good. I can eat that. But if it's slimy and
Well, I had steak this weekend. I bought some steak down, and then we did that on the grill. And then I took the red potatoes from my garden. Yeah, we had them down, did them up. They were
See,
excellent.
that sounds good, Rich. Did you have any fresh tomatoes?
No. We had some fresh cucumbers down
Oh,
there. We had
that's good,
salad.
Yeah.
We had pork and beans, a salad, baked potato, and steak for supper one night.
That sounds yummy. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's living the dream right there. Heck yeah. Steak. I love steak. Steak is good, Dennis.
It's good ground up, and I love the flavor. I just can't chew it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but no seafood.
How about birthdays?
Yeah, wait, is Dennis singing for us tonight?
I
Because we know
I don't
everybody.
know if I got the birthdays.
Oh, well, you gather them up. Let us know when you're ready. Dennis will sing because we know everybody's calling for the family now, getting them in close so they can hear this wonderful rendition of Happy
I'm
Birthday.
refreshing the site to see if it shows up, but I'm not getting them on.
Well, if you can't, I can get them.
All right, let me try refreshing it here.
Roger. If not, I can get them.
It's spinning.
It's buffering.
It's buffering.
You gotta love the buffer.
Yeah, I don't have the birthdays, brother.
Buffer to buffer. All right, I'm going to birthdays. Let me pull them up. Give me a minute. There she rolls.
Talk into the mic, Tim.
Oh, yeah,
Can't
sorry,
hear.
my bad. I'm over to the side so I can see my computer screen.
Hold on. Here we are. All right, I'm ready.
You got them? Okay, cool,
Yep.
because I got them. Dennis, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Take it away, Dennis.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Isn't that amazing?
All right. Today is August 11th, and the birthdays are Alan McCrae, Brian Bedard, Donald, John Bevan, Ken Swanson, Manu AU, Robin Christensen, Rodney Seacrest, Val, South Carolina, Walter Mathwig. Birthdays tomorrow: Beth Decker, Footloose, Jason Jones, Joel Coughlin, I guess, Caleb Ladish, Kenneth Wilson, Matt Kunzel, Ringinaldo, I don't know, Ron Lackman, and Stephen Leslie Babbitt. I hacked all them kinds of names up. Sorry.
Yeah, you
Happy
did.
birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Yeah, I'm not a good one to read names, I'll tell you.
I don't think none of us are. That's the
That was
sad
a
part.
hack job.
You gonna pick one out to like maybe Brian Bedard's?
To hack up a little more.
That who you want?
Yes.
Do it.
Don't do Brian.
All right,
Yeah, do
let's do
Brian.
Brian Bedard. Looks like he is from Waterloo. Is that Indiana? IA?
That's Iowa, I think, isn't it?
Oh, Iowa?
I don't know. You're asking
Whatever IA is. No clue.
Oh, we are
He does recreational gold prospecting, rock hounding. GPAA, yeah, it is Iowa. Iowa chapter of GPAA. Facebook is how he found the site. Who referred him? Brian Crawford.
Oh,
And what kind of equipment does he use? He uses a fan, a river sluice, classifier, club dredge, club high banker, Raptor flare, Equinox 800, and a Martin water table.
ooh,
Oh yeah.
nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Brian, and
Happy
everyone.
birthday. Yeah, that's
Birthday.
right. Happy birthday. Now, we don't do that bad of a job on the birthdays and stuff. I mean, come on. It's not our gig. That's Shad's gig.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, so
We're just filling in
that's
for the
right.
Shad
We're
strip.
just filling in. So if we chop up some names, it's all
That was
part of-
supposed to have been him chopping them.
That's right. It should have been Shad butchering them, not Rich.
Yep. Yep.
So we just.
I
blame-
just filled in with the butcher job.
That's right. We are all in the butchers union because we can hack
Yes,
up.
we are.
We can hack up some names big time, every time.
Yeah, because I'll be hacking up, I'm sure, some names here when I do the Lost Treasures.
Where are you looking at tonight in Lost Treasures, anyway?
Well, tonight I'm looking to do Lost Treasures in Colorado, but I think I'm gonna have to make it a two-part because there is a boatload of Lost Treasures in Colorado.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool.
I
So you're
think
gonna
I'm gonna have to have a part 1 and then a part 2 next
Part
week.
do. All right. That's cool. That's good. There's that many treasures in Colorado.
Oh yeah,
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
lots and lots of treasures.
You know? Well, here. Now, I was telling you earlier about it. What the heck was that? Treasure.
I don't know. I had an echo.
I heard it too, yeah. About a treasure I seen. Let's see if any of our listeners know about this one. I seen something on Facebook earlier. There's my first clue. About somebody hit a treasure chest in Fairbanks, Alaska, and there's like all these clues to it and stuff like that. Anybody else see that?
Uh-uh.
I know you guys said you hadn't seen it yet. If I find it, I'm going to share it to you guys.
Yeah, I'd like to.
But I figured you, especially Dennis, for your segment, your Lost Treasures. And
Right.
It almost sounds like, remember the Forrest Fenn treasure? Well, this sounds kind of like that, but it's hidden in Fairbanks, Alaska, and the clues sound a whole lot easier. So, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know if any of the listeners have heard of that or seen it, posted on Facebook or anything. If they did, let
Yeah,
us
I'd like to know if it was something, someone planted and gave clues, or if it was just, just clues that's been handed down over the years and someone finally found it. And
Dude, I don't know. I thought, it's just, it looked cool. And it, like I said, a lot easier clues. So if anybody else knows anything about that, let us know. Give us a call if you want and tell us about it. And because I want these guys to know about it. And I want to know more about it too. So very cool. It's just cool. Anytime somebody hides a treasure chest, I think it's cool.
It's really cool too.
It's just me, So, all right. So here's what we're gonna do: let's go to a commercial, and we'll come back with some Cooley's Corner because I want to hear about this magnet fishing.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear how that went. So that's our plan. And then we'll have some lost treasures and all kinds of stuff. So we'll be right back, everybody, after this message.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit DirtHogPayDirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. DirtHogPayDirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
All right, everybody, we're back. Before I play your intro, Rich, did you see they posted the link to that treasure thing I was talking about? Ruben posted it. Yeah. So I don't know if Dennis, if you're in the chat room or not, but there's the link to it. I guess it's on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a link to Alaskan Treasure.
Yeah, it's actually on YouTube. So might be able to find it that way, Den.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right. It's time for...
Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Tonight, we are going to talk about magnet fishing.
Ooh, yeah.
Everybody says, what is magnet fishing? So what is this thing called magnet fishing? No, we're not catching fish while we do this. When magnet fishing, you use an extremely strong magnet attached to a rope. With this, you will hopefully be able to catch some nice metal stuff on the bottom of the rivers and lakes or wherever you go. Magnet fishing is an exploding new hobby. More and more people want to try this out. Some of the questions asked are there different types of magnets I can use? Yes, there are lots of types. There are two different types that most people use when they go magnet fishing. Now you have to bear with me on saying these things because I don't even know how to pronounce. First one is called a rare earth magnet, which is also named neodymium. 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 And they are a rare earth magnets. Right. They're even called rare earth magnets. Are probably the best in all the situations when it comes to magnet fishing. Mm-hmm. They are extremely powerful and should be kept away from kids.
Oh, wow.
If you get your fingers between the magnet and some sort of metal surface, like a car, a fridge, etc., it could break them.
Wow. That's a magnet.
So they're extremely powerful, highly durability. They're more expensive than a ferrite magnet, which is our next magnet. The ferrite magnet, which is a ceramic magnet, it's the same material that's used on your fridge magnets, the ceramic, and they cost less than the neodymium, or whatever it is, but it's far from as powerful as it, and it cracks a lot easier. But it's a great magnet to try out. It's cheaper, and it has a bigger diameter and covers a bigger area. Mm-hmm. Why magnet fishing gear? What magnet fishing gear should I use? Is it expensive? No. The best of all, it doesn't have to be expensive. If you're on a tight budget, you can go with a cheaper rig, less than $30. But if you feel like magnet fishing is something you're going to do in time after time, you don't want smaller magnets, just add another $50 to it and get your perfect setup.
Okay.
This article that I read gave a setup here, and it is on Amazon. Uh-huh. It is a 500-pound. Basically, it's a pulling force of 500 pounds. It's a neodymium pot cup magnet with an eye bolt, and it's $47.95. And then there is a boat Tector 3/8 anchor line with a thimble. It's $21.08. Mm-hmm. And then you have a locking carabiner with a screw locking that are $9.99.
Okay.
Which comes to a total of $79.02.
Gotcha.
For a perfect rig setup. So basically you have this magnet, it has an eye on it. You're going to buy this boat rope,
anchor rope
that pretty much has one of those metal sleeves in it so the rope doesn't break. Mm-hmm. And you're going to get one of the carabiners that has like a screw lock on it. And you're going to connect them together, and that's what you're going to use for your rig.
Okay.
Now what I did, I basically just went to Harbor Freight, and I'm eventually going to get one of these good ones online. But I just wanted to get something in a hurry because I was going down there and I didn't want to wait in the mail. So basically I just went to Harbor Freight. They have a 150-pound one, which was only like $10. And then they have a 250-pound pull force one, which was like $20. And then I bought one of the ropes there, just tied it on to the eyelet. Went down there, threw it off the pier. But we'll get to that here in a second.
Okay.
So, why that extreme power? So now you're thinking, why on earth should I need a magnet with 500 pounds pull power for magnet fishing?
Right.
Because these 500 pounds are tested on a totally flat, clean piece of thick steel. When you go magnet fishing, you will find items that has been in the water for many years. So there are rusts and a lot of it. Mm-hmm. Rust significantly decreases the pull power of the magnet. So the higher the pull power on the magnet, the bigger are the chances that you won't drop your item you're hooked onto. And the other thing of it is, if you're on a pier or you're on something, I don't know any normal person that can pull 500 pounds on a rope. Can you?
No, God, no. Right.
So basically, you know, everything's lighter in water until you get it up to the surface and then trying to get it out.
Right.
Now, the rope that I was using was like 300 pounds pull force.
Okay.
And then my magnet was 250. But I locked on some stuff that I couldn't even get out.
Really?
Yeah, you couldn't get them out of the mud.
Oh, okay. I
Just
got
kept popping off.
you.
But
Okay.
we'll get to that.
Yeah, okay.
Dangers of magnet fishing. Did you know there was dangers for magnet fishing?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Tell me.
This hobby, which is a combination of environmentalism and treasure hunting, has grown rapidly in both the UK and the United States over the past few years and requires almost no technical knowledge to get started. The only equipment needed in magnet fishing is a powerful magnet with a looper eye attached to it, strong rope, pair of gloves, and something which put any metallic objects you find. Magnets used are strong enough to remove large debris such as discarded bicycles, a car tire rim from bodies of water, but many who engage in the hobby are hopefully to find rare and valuable items, including historic relics and modern-day gadgets. Magnet retrieval tools are especially designed to retrieve items that are lost at the bottom of the bodies of waters, rivers, lakes, and streams by typically placing the magnet. Placing to magnet fish. Canals are also a popular place in magnet fishing. Due to the huge number of items casually discarded in them over the past few centuries, people who engage in the hobby may be referred to as magnet fishers or magneteers. What are the dangers of magnet fishing? One of the primary dangers that magnet fishing poses is the type of magnet used. Magnets made from neodymium are among the strongest magnets in the world, and the force at which they attract to both steel and each other can cause serious injury if necessary safety precautions are not followed. Small magnets can slam together and shatter, and any magnets larger than a penny can pose an extreme danger as these magnets. This means that they are not a solid mass of metal or ceramic, but are rather compressed powder, hence splintering or shattering very easily, causing chunks of metal to take flight. So basically, I guess they're saying if you get these magnets together and you slam them together, they can explode.
Okay.
Steep river or canal banks as strong currents also pose the risk of drowning, while the items found while magnet fishing can also be a total potential risk. Historic relics such as ancient guns have been previously found by those taking part in this hobby, and earlier this month an unexploded World War II bomb was unearthed in Northamptonshire. In November last year, a woman magnet fishing in Wales pulled an unexploded World War II shell from a canal. In 2015, a young boy pulled an unexploded World War II grenade from the London's Grand Union Canal, all posing risks to those involved. So there's the danger.
Oh, yeah, if you pull up some unexploded
You know,
ordnance. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Sure, we don't use them. We probably don't have that stuff around here, but if you go on YouTube and you look up magnet fishing, you're going to get 1,000 YouTube videos. And I've been watching them on Facebook. Excuse me, let me get a drink of water.
Go ahead. Refresh.
I've been watching these videos, and these guys are pulling safes with jewelry and stuff out of canals. They're pulling firearms, grenades, unexploded bombs, all kinds of stuff out of these rivers and canals and stuff.
Uh-huh. See.
And it's amazing some of the stuff they're finding.
You could find some cool stuff, I'm sure. You know? I mean, I don't see why you couldn't, but...
Yeah.
If you're going to magnet fish, now'd be the time to do it because it's starting to become very popular. And if you wait a couple of years, you probably won't find much.
I don't know why it became so popular all of a sudden. You
I don't know.
People have been doing it for a long time.
It's just like
Yeah.
metal detecting. It's finding treasures, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. So what I basically did, of course, we went down there crabbing,
Uh-huh.
and I went and got this magnet there, at Harbor Freight, got it all hooked up, and we went down. When it was slacking off a little bit crabbing, I'd take the magnet and drop it down over the end of the pier and let it hit the ground, and then I'd just drag it back and forth a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get anything, so I picked it up about 2 feet off the water, and I let it sway under the pier
Right.
until where I could get it back under the pier, and I dropped it.
Okay.
And when I dropped it and started dragging it, I felt it latch onto something.
Okay.
I would pull up on the rope and drop it down, pull it up, drop it down, pull it up, just trying to get it to break loose, because whatever it was stuck in that sand so deep that I felt it moving a little bit, but I just couldn't quite get it out. Now, I didn't retrieve any of the big stuff, but there was about 8 targets that I had that I was trying to get up out, and they were all along the edge of the pier back underneath the bridge, underneath the pier.
Oh,
I
okay.
would sway it back underneath the pier, and I was always catching big targets, and I don't know what they were.
How
Dang.
deep was that, Rich?
It's actually from the pier down in. It was only, the water was probably only about 8 feet deep.
Okay.
And that's
6
a
to
shame you
8
couldn't.
feet.
Shame you couldn't have left it stuck on there and tie it to the pier, and then go down there, dive, and
Go
see
down
what
and
it was.
What the heck it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you probably could have did that.
Right.
Yeah.
But who knows what it could have been
But,
underneath that pier.
I mean, it was something big. I mean, that magnet had no problem latching onto it,
right.
but it kept breaking loose, because it just wasn't strong enough. Now, if I get one of these other magnets that they're talking about, then I might not be able to get my magnet back.
yeah, if you get that
Lock
one.
onto it and not let go.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What do you do in that case? If you got that 500-pound one and it grabs hold of something that's not coming up, how do you get it to release?
You don't, I guess.
Yeah, you
Tie
lose
it out to the pier and go dive down.
You
and go
lose
Yeah.
you losing an $80 magnet.
I think eventually they'll pop off, or either your rope will break, or the magnet will break loose from it.
Because I know those.
Because it'll be sunk in the material so much that you can't. I mean, that's what happened to this one. It just kept popping off.
See,
You know what I mean? I'd have it on there, and it would pop off, and I'd throw it back underneath, and I'd have it again.
right.
And I'd kind of pull the rope a little bit and cinch it, just to try to pull it up out of the material.
Right. I just know those rare earth magnets. I got some right here in my hand right now, and they're the size of a small watch battery.
Yeah.
And when they're stuck to each other and you try to pull them straight apart,
You can't.
you cannot. Well, I can.
You got to move them
But it's
to the
very
side before
hard.
you can.
So, yeah, I wonder if you pulled the magnet to the side, if it would release, slide off of the object maybe, if you couldn't pull it up.
Well, the problem of it is this stuff was buried down in the material so much, it takes a stronger force to pull it out.
Right. Yeah.
That's why you want something that like that.
Now,
This
where did you,
magnet I got was a cheapie.
where did you say you could get a good magnet at, Rich?
Amazon, right?
Where did you say you could get one of those good earth magnets at?
On Amazon.
Amazon,
All right.
baby.
Yep.
I'm
On
gonna get
Amazon.
one. I'm going to get one.
I'm going to get one of these better ones.
Yeah, you got to get the neodymium one.
Yeah.
The rare earth one. That's the one you want.
Yeah,
That's
I'm definitely going to get one of these good ones. But because I want to lock onto something to be able to pull it out of the mud,
Yeah. Hold on. I'm looking it up on Amazon right now. And there's the 500-pound neodymium magnet for $30.
Yep.
See?
Has an eyelet on it and
Yeah.
everything. Yep.
Yeah. And it's got
all you need.
4.5-star rating. So
I'd want to get a 700-pound rope.
and like Rich said, you could get it with the rope for $37.
Right.
That magnet with the rope, so it's like, hey,
Yeah, you could buy one under $80. I mean, easy.
All right, Dennis. Here's one with 760 pounds. Ooh, of pulling force. See, I wouldn't want one that strong.
I wouldn't want one that strong either.
This magnet I got from Harbor Freight is way too heavy to throw, for one.
Right.
And it doesn't have enough magnet surface area to attach to anything.
Gotcha.
This is kind of a square one. It's about 6 inches long, and it's heavier than heck. And the magnet's only about maybe an inch in diameter, 6 inches long, 2 of them. So it doesn't have a real big area like these round ones that you're seeing on Amazon.
Okay.
Now, the round ones, of course, have a bigger solid area to latch on to something. Now, these ones at Harbor Freight, the cheapies, they pretty much have a shorter span of magnet area. That's why they won't latch on and hold something. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the ones that you're seeing on Amazon that are round like that, they have a bigger area which will be able to attach a lot better to something and hold on.
Right. That's
you know?
It's definitely
something. But I found a bunch of junk traps.
Oh, you did?
And, of course, I got them out of the area, so I cleaned the waterway. And I found 2 pairs of tongs that somebody dropped overboard for crabbing.
Okay, good find.
They were all rusty, and they got a bunch of wires and nails and fishing hooks, and found a lure. And
but it's still cool. Did you find like a fishing pole or?
No, I didn't find any fishing pole or any nets or anything, but I did get a bunch of hooks and fishing bait and sinkers and, you know, the lures.
It's still cool.
Yeah.
It is. It's still cool. You cleaned up the water.
And then I cleaned up the area.
That's right. You got all that rusty old crap.
That's a good thing with this sport, is you're cleaning the waterways.
I think it's cool.
You know?
Come on, that is cool. And it
took everything up on the pier and then took it over in the trash, put it in the trash.
Nice. See,
so you clean up the pier.
I think I'd like to try by like a boat dock too, where you launch your boats. That'd probably be a good spot.
And then Dennis is famously saying, and then I went kayaking.
Oh, you did the kayaking?
Yeah. So me and my buddy's wife, we got the kayaks, and we went down to the beach area there. And I've never been on a kayak in my life. I've been in canoes, but never on a kayak.
Right.
So I got my big body butt on this thing without falling over. And we get out in this current, and these has wakes going on out there, 3 foot high, and I'm just learning how to do a kayak. And I'm hitting these waves like head on, swaying, almost falling out. I didn't fall over, but I had to get adjusted. In this kayaks, they had like little steps on both sides, and that's where you put your feet.
Okay.
Well, I had to get to where I was almost sitting straight up, because if I wasn't, I would like teeter-totter back and forth like I was going to flip over.
Gotcha.
And every time a wave came in, I'd almost fall over because it would weeble-wobble so bad.
Oh, jeez.
So I had to get my feet adjusted. And once I got my feet adjusted in my posture, and then once I learned how to do the paddles the right way, me and her kind of went out a little bit and stayed on the shoreline.
Right.
But we went down probably about a mile and a half down the shoreline, and then turned around and came back.
Dang.
My arms were killing me by the time. It wasn't bad going down, but coming back, you were fighting the current. It wanted to suck you out.
Jeez. So you going to go kayaking again, or nah?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Okay.
And then I took my magnet on there.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't use it. Simple fact, because the wake was too high.
All right.
We had a bunch of boats going by, and the wakes would just way too high. You had to be on your toes because of the waves were coming in on you, almost hitting you, tipping you over. So,
suck. Yeah.
But I think that's kind of what hurt me, because that weight in that thing was throwing the boat off. You know.
Right.
Because it was sliding around in the kayak and kind of throwing the weight off for me.
Yeah, because it would have been cool if you could have drug it behind you.
I wanted to do that because the day before we were going to do it was nice and calm.
Right. See, on a calm day.
Should have did it that day, but
Yep. Because then who knows what you'd have found.
the day we went out, it was choppier than heck, and the waves were real high, and it was a challenge.
And that was the open kind of kayak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the open one where you sit on top.
Yeah, that's what Randy was asking. That's what I thought.
Now, my friend's wife, she had the one that you sat down inside.
Oh, I don't know.
I couldn't get in and out of that thing.
I
No
wouldn't-
way.
no,
Not my big body.
I wouldn't want to be in one of them.
I had a hard time just getting out of the one I was in without falling in the water.
Yeah, no.
Well, what we did was we got out and rode the waves in, and I paddled my butt off and tried to slide up on the shore as far as I could. I did pretty good because when I get out, I just got my feet wet. That was it.
Nice. Did they get any pictures of this?
No.
Dang it.
No, my buddy was back at the camp watching the dog. They brought their dog along, so he had to stay back there. So he couldn't come out and take pictures. But
Dang, I'd like to see that. That'd been cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm not doing that, though.
But yeah, I wanted to take the magnet out there and see if I could find anything because we were in some real deep water out there.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It dropped off to like 100 feet. So.
Yep, see? That would be cool.
And of course, you had to have your life vest on.
Yep.
You had to have a whistle.
Oh, okay.
You had to have all those regulations to be able to do that down there, so you follow the rules.
Interesting. Very cool. Well, good. They have them, just for that reason. Nice.
Yep.
So, man, you're going to make sure when you go out prospecting, Rich, that you're going to take your magnet with you?
Yeah, I might.
Why not, right?
Yeah. I mean, when we go for gold, we usually end up finding metal anyway.
Yeah.
Traps and.
Oh, yeah. Just dragging around the bottom. You never know what you'll
Well,
find.
yeah, because I lost my stand in a flood. You never know what you find,
right, you don't.
especially prospecting gear.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You don't. That's strange. Yeah, I'm getting one. I'm definitely putting that on my list. I am getting.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a better one now, so I'm gonna be ready the next time I go out.
I'm gonna get the 500-pound neodymium one, and be ready.
Yeah.
That's the one. I'm getting it. I'm putting it on my list.
Oh, that come with the rope too?
Yeah, I'll get the one that comes with the rope. Yeah.
And that's what, $70-some altogether or something?
No, it was $39. With
Oh, $39 for the rope and everything.
With the rope and everything. Yeah, they had all
Cool.
kinds of good deals on there for them. So, heck yeah, I'm gonna get one.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be getting it this week or next week.
Well, hopefully I started a trend, and if you did do this, take some pictures of your finds, post them in on the site, and
Yeah, maybe we'll make a tab for magnet fishing.
yeah, make a tab for magnet fishing.
Yeah, heck yeah. Because we got all the other stuff, metal detecting, dry washing. We'll make a magnet fishing tab.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will create a magnet fishing group, and
Yeah.
all right, I like it.
I do too.
It sounds like fun to me. I'm getting one. I'm gonna do it. On them days you can't prospect because the water's too high, throw your magnet in, do some magnet fishing.
That's
And
right.
plus, the biggest thing of it is you're cleaning the area.
Yeah,
You're getting rid of all the junk.
that's right. Get rid of more junk that we wouldn't normally find.
And that's what, a couple of the guys asked. You lied doing that? I said, well, what are they going to do? Give me a fine for cleaning the area?
Yeah, they'll fine you for cleaning junk up. That would be a good one, wouldn't it?
No.
All
I
right.
said, I don't see no signs that says no magnet fishing, so.
No, right. I've never seen that sign nowhere.
No, if it gets real popular, they'll probably try to make you buy a license for it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure they will. Or something. The putting the magnet in the water is causing the fish.
Yeah, but a lot of people's like, what are you doing anyway? Could you put that on a fishing line or fishing pole? I said, yeah, you could, but you'd probably break the line.
You'd have to put on one of them ones like they use for catching alligators,
Yeah.
where you wouldn't snap the
Yeah,
line.
you'd have to have some strong line to do it.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, but I think just using the rope's cool enough. That's far enough. Because you got to figure
Yeah,
stuff.
and that rope I got from Harbor Freight, it was starting to, it'd get caught on the dock with the wood and start to
Right.
fray. It had little stringies coming off of it, and that's not a good rope. Need to get some of the good ropes,
Right. And
off of the site. And
you got to think. Most of the stuff you're going to find if it's like, guns or knives, stuff like that, that's stuff that somebody's thrown into the water. So it's not going to be out that far. It's going to be out as far as you're going to throw that magnet. So
right. And then the other, exactly. And then with the tide bringing stuff in.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. So, yeah, I think a rope is the way to go. That's definitely the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I think it's going to be fun.
Well, when I was dragging it, you could feel it lock on. I mean, it was like a dead stop when you go to pull it. It's like, whoa, here we go.
There we go.
But I couldn't keep the magnet on it. It just kept coming off. And I think it's because I had the cheaper magnet.
Right. It could be, right.
And like I said, I only got the cheaper magnet because of the simple fact is I wanted something right away. I didn't have enough time. Once I thought about it, I didn't have enough time to order it and get it here before I left,
Right. So, yeah, they definitely got to get it, Rich.
But I'm definitely going to get some good stuff now and try it.
Oh, yeah. Now you got the little taste of it. It's like, okay, now I know what
I need. And just in the article that I was reading, you don't know if you're going to be into it or not. Yeah. But just like when you go prospecting, you don't go out and buy a 4-inch dredge right away.
Wait, you got to...
You start out with the smaller stuff and then work your way up.
Right, exactly. You learn. But, Rich, don't you got a pacemaker?
Yeah.
Well, you got to watch with that one then.
I got to watch that to keep the magnet away from it, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Yep. Yeah, you sure do. Somebody just posted that in the chat.
I was hesitant to that. And
good, okay. Yeah.
You can use it if you have a pacemaker. Just keep the magnet away from it. I'm still alive. I ain't dead yet.
Don't put it in your shirt pocket.
No.
That's all you're saying, right, Rich? Don't put it
Yep, because I even asked the doctors about that, especially with me metal detecting.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they said as long as you don't have the magnet close to you, you're fine.
Right, yeah. Cool. Very
but
cool.
I did have that experience when I was metal detecting when they turned them up.
Oh.
I felt something that made me feel weird that time.
Yeah, that's frequencies, yeah. So that could mess with you, sure. Especially if you get in a lot of them, like on a hunt, like you were in.
Well, that's what it was on that seated hunt.
Yeah, and you got...
somebody walked past me with one of those mod lamps that had one of those big... I don't know what it was. It looked like a 2-foot freaking thing on there.
The coil looked like a garbage can lid.
It had it all cranked up, and that thing put me down.
Rich's like, dang.
I was like, something's going on. I don't feel very well.
Yeah, that's not
and
good.
The guy walked past. I was like, I'm staying away from him.
Yeah, big time. See? Good to know, Rich.
The guy was about 4 feet from me.
Uh-huh.
And he had a big coral, and I felt it.
Yeah, see? 4 feet. Yeah. So you guys out there, if you got a pacemaker, be careful if you do any of those metal detecting hunts and you're around a lot of detectors at one time.
And when I originally talked to them, they said, that shouldn't bother anything as long as they don't hold the metal detector up close to you, you know.
Right,
but with that, I guess he had everything cranked up, and he didn't even have it up in the air. He had it down towards the ground, and I'm almost 6 feet, but he was 4 feet away, and it was pointed down the ground, and I felt something.
Wow.
So.
Yeah. See, I don't know. It's frequencies.
Yeah.
I could think it could bounce and get.
So you got to watch that stuff.
Yeah.
But
very cool, Rich. That was awesome. We're going to do that. Everybody get a magnet. That's our plan.
Yep.
That is our plan. All right, pretty cool.
Get close to the mic, Tim.
Oh yeah. I'm going down the hall to queue up.
Oh, you're going down the hallway.
Queuing up Dennis's fancy music.
Yeah, I get the leftover. I get the leftover stuff, huh?
This is quality stuff.
Yeah.
I love this one. And
all right, let's see what Dennis has tonight for us.
All right, here, let's see.
Hey.
What, Dennis?
I was gonna say before you played the music, I was wanting to come up with. I was thinking of something to post on Scott's Facebook thing.
Oh yeah.
Pictures of a clock.
Bingo.
There you go.
Perfect.
Everybody go to Scott's Facebook page. Put a clock.
Clock pictures. Perfect. Good one, Dennis.
something says you're late.
Yeah. It's showtime.
Or showtime, yeah.
Yeah. Put the Beetlejuice guy saying, it's showtime. And a clock. All right, everybody. What time is it? It's time for Lost Treasures with Dennis Dayton. Tonight, Dennis is in Colorado searching for treasures. Let's see what he can find. Take it away, Dennis.
Yeah, thank you for the jingle. Yeah, tonight is going to be Lost Treasures in Colorado, and I'm probably going to have to break this up into two parts. There's a lot of lost treasures here.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to start out, I always like to do, I started doing a little bit of history on it before I get started in Lost Treasures. That Colorado's first major gold discovery was in 1859 on Cherry Creek, near its confluence with the South Platte River in Arapahoe County. Colorado gold production ranks right up there with the big boys with more than 40 million troy ounces. Damn. For many years, mining was a main economic factor in the state. I don't know what's happened since then, but
I don't know.
I don't either.
It's changed, right?
It has. Yeah, good old regulations.
Yeah.
But, well, we're going to start it out that it is said that the Musgrove Corral treasure, which contains gold and silver coins, was buried somewhere along the Cache La Padre or Podre River.
Mm-hmm.
Poudre River? Poudre. Poudre River? Is that correct?
Say it again.
It says it's Poudre.
P-O-U.
D is in dog, D-R-E.
Got me, brother, on that one.
Yeah. Keep going.
Yep, said it was buried somewhere along that river. And the next one was a large cache of treasure is thought to be buried somewhere in the stone cliffs above the Purgatory River near Los Animas.
Huh.
And that's a beautiful picture, too.
Oh, you got pictures?
Colorado's a beautiful state.
Oh, yeah.
Does it say what kind of treasure or cache or?
No. No.
Bummer.
That might be one of the ones that I marked to see if I can dig up and when I come back and do some singles, especially when it doesn't give very many clues.
Roger.
Right.
Another catch of gold, vaulting $10,000, was allegedly buried in the Pat's Hole area of Dinosaur National Monument.
Oh. Okay.
And I don't know if you guys have ever seen pictures of the Dinosaur National Monument.
Nope.
It's absolutely beautiful.
I've never even heard of it, actually.
Google it and look it up. It's awesome, man.
I'll use the Google machine.
It is absolutely beautiful. And it's called, see, I scrolled down past it. It's called the Dinosaur National Monument.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't know if you Googled it or not. But...
Not yet. I gotta wait till after the show.
All right. Let's see. We have 8 loads of 50-pound gold bars, commonly known as the Aparajo Princess treasure. Is said to have been buried in the foothills of the Spanish Peaks in the early 1800s.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't you like to find 50-pound gold bars?
The trouble
Doesn't
is
say how many.
over.
Just 8 loads of 50-pound gold bars.
8 loads of 50
Of
pound.
50-pound gold bars. Yeah.
So, who knows how many's there, right?
Right.
8 loads of 50-pound gold bars. That's a lot of gold.
How many? I wonder how many 50-pound gold bars was in each load.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. That's a lot of gold.
That's a lot of area to cover too in the foothills.
Yeah.
The Spanish Peaks, that is a very big area.
Dang. That'd be crazy.
Oh, my gosh. But legend has it that when Butch Cassidy and his wild bunch hid in the valley of Brown's Hole, known today as Brown's Park, they abandoned some of their treasures, including $50,000 in gold coins and nuggets.
Wow.
See, I wonder, who was it that we were getting to what would it be worth today?
Oh, that was Michael.
Is he in the chat room?
I don't see him in there tonight. No, I don't.
Yeah. $50,000 in gold coins and nuggets.
Dang.
Wow.
What would that be worth today?
See, Butch Cassidy, I thought that was just a make-believe story. I guess that was
Butch
real.
Cassidy?
Yeah.
No, that's
And the
real.
Sundance,
Yeah,
and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, that's real.
Huh.
I reckon. If he hid treasure.
Showed you how much I paid attention in school, huh?
Yeah, me too. I was probably sleeping during that class.
Another good place, if you head to the Devil's Head Lookout, kick around some dirt and glance between the crevices, as there are numerous tales of treasure catches in the area.
Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And a matter of fact, I know whenever I go to, that's kind of one of the places to go prospecting on my bucket list is Colorado. I think I might stop there and make a trip.
Okay.
I'm going to mark that one right now as I'm sitting here. While I'm in there, that goes on my bucket list too.
Gotcha.
All right. Also, more than $30,000 in silver coins remains buried somewhere in Colorado's Irish Canyon.
Okay.
There's another one I got to mark.
30,000 in silver coins.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find any more information on that about who buried it, how did it get there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, absolutely. After a stagecoach was robbed of $60,000 in $10 and $20 gold coins, the outlawed thieves were thought to have buried the loot somewhere near Virginia Dale before being shot and killed. Man.
It's always some good treasures.
I'm telling you, it's just enough information to drive you crazy.
It's just enough, yeah. Yeah.
You know? It is. Then they have a wagon train containing new dimes from the Denver Mint is said to have disappeared somewhere near the Gunnison River toward the north rim of the Black Canyon.
A shipment of new dimes?
A wagon train.
Oh, so you know those were all silver. I mean, that was
yeah,
all silver
that's
back in them
wagon.
days.
A wagon train containing new
train.
dimes from the Denver Mint.
New dimes.
Is said to have disappeared somewhere near the Gunnison River toward the north rim of Black Canyon.
That's a lot of dimes.
That's a lot of dimes.
I mean, come on.
That's a lot of silver.
Yeah, that many dimes. It just, it's not like it just vanished,
Right.
I mean, did it fall off of the bridge, the wagon?
Get robbed.
Yeah, but if it got robbed, I guess if you melted the silver down, but I was going to say, how would you get rid of that many dimes,
You spend it.
Yeah, but that'd be a lot of dimes.
I'd have to smelt that down.
Yeah,
into
I would
silver
think they would have melted it down too,
No, some of them might be worth some money though.
Well,
I mean, those you wouldn't have to worry about.
Or probably worth
smelt
fortune.
it down if it come from the Denver Mint.
Yeah, they're probably worth fortune, right?
Yeah.
I would think.
Leave them like it is. Wouldn't have to melt them down at all.
Right, exactly.
But in 1919, I like this one. A 105-year-old woman told a forest ranger about a mysterious 3 steps mine with an entrance marked by a Maltese cross.
Oh, okay. That would definitely, if you've seen that, you would notice it.
Yeah, and it looks like it's in concrete or in the stone carved out. It's really cool like, they carved out the Maltese cross on it. I don't know if this is the actual, well, I guess it's not the actual picture.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think.
If it was the actual picture, you think they found a treasure.
But it said that the cave, which is filled with gold, has yet to be rediscovered.
Yeah. Okay. I'm lost.
Yeah.
Help me.
I'm lost too. In Alamosa County,
Alamos.
Alamos,
Uh-huh.
behind a cabin near the junction of Alamosa Creek and the Rio Grande River in the mountains are spoils of robbers and burglarized shops and stores in Pueblo and Denver in the 1920s.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, Dennis, some Rob in Kansas said the wagons crashed into a canyon. Some have been found in the river. So I guess some of them dimes have been found in the river.
Oh, wow.
So, see? So I would think most of them just sank into the mud over the years, you know?
Metal detecting like crazy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, right?
If some of them have been found, then yeah, that's where you want to get a good metal detector.
Oh, you just stay in that area shoveling out dimes, right?
Oh, yeah. Shoveling out tons of silver. Because that had to be a boatload of them.
Oh, God, yeah.
In Arapahoe County, in the 1800s, train robbers were said to have buried their loot near a bridge that crossed the Platte River at 47th and Downing Streets in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
The robbers were killed a short distance from the bridge, and their loot was never recovered.
Oh, okay.
So in other words, they took the loot, they shot them, and said, we couldn't find the treasure.
Yep, pretty much. They must have hit it before we killed them.
Yeah, exactly right.
Geniuses. Yeah.
In Archuleta County, traces of old mines have been found near Summitville and other parts of the Wolf Creek Pass area. Lex's treasure is believed to remain hidden in the Pagosa Springs area above the Montroy Ranch in the hills.
Okay.
But it doesn't say how much or where or how much. I don't like those when they don't say how much. You know what?
I know. Me neither. I like to hear the
That's
value.
what makes it a treasure hunt,
Yeah,
though,
right.
or lost treasure.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. But still.
But in Boulder County, in the 1930s, several catches of treasure were, on a stream near Jamestown.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or secreted on the stream near Jamestown. Yeah, there we go.
Something there. River in Jamestown.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Several catches of treasure
Okay.
in the 30s. So that's not too old.
In the 30s?
Yeah.
No, that's not that bad.
No.
Yeah.
Getting closer to 100 years.
Yeah, right, yeah.
In Chaff, I guess it's called Chaff County.
Chaff.
Chaffee.
Chaffee?
Chaffee or Chaff?
Maybe Chaffee or Chaff.
Yeah, I guess it would be Chaffee because I don't think two E's would be silent, right?
Right. Yeah, I bet
But,
it's Chaffee.
The Lost Canyon, about 3.5 miles down the gulch from Granite.
Mm-hmm.
Some prospectors found gold nuggets the size of eggs in 1860 and took out $60,000 in gold in a few short weeks before winter set in. When they returned the following spring, they were unable to locate the rich claim.
That's crazy. Right?
Probably because they went back and talked about it, and someone else went there in the wintertime and got it.
Yep. That's probably exactly what happened. Yeah, come on.
But,
You don't
yeah,
find
you-
nuggets
you-
the
you
size
find-
of eggs and forget where
Nugget
you
the
found
size
it.
of eggs, I'm not going to forget where that spot's
No,
at.
you're going to know exactly where that spot's at.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
You can bet on that.
Yeah, I'm going to know exactly where I found it.
Oh, absolutely. In Clear Creek County, we've got a couple lost treasures there.
Uh-huh.
Gold bars worth $250,000 is buried in the area of Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in the area, somewhere in the area.
Okay.
And gold coins valued at $500,000, known as the Quito treasure, are buried in the area of Idaho Springs.
Okay.
So I guess what they have in Idaho Springs, Colorado?
I guess so.
Huh.
Weird. Do they got a Colorado Springs in Idaho? Makes you wonder. Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
man.
Give you something to think about there, Den.
Yep, something to think about there, buddy. In Costilla County, a catch of gold coins is buried near Blanca in the area of Blanca Park.
Okay.
So, anybody know where Blanca Park is?
Blanca Park in Colorado.
You have to find out how big of an area it is.
Yeah.
And another one in the same county, Lost Perkins Mine, is in the area of Sierra Blanca Peak,
Okay.
and that's all that says about that.
That's just a mine, a lost mine.
Lost Perkins Mine is in the area of the Sierra Blanca Peak. Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't say anything about what kind of lost treasure
Yeah,
or
what kind of mine it was, or
yeah.
just a lost mine.
Oh yeah. But this one here is a pretty good one in Custer County.
Uh-huh.
It says George Skinner found a very rich gold mine sometime around 1863. After his death in an accident, searchers following directions in his diary failed to locate the rich deposit because of changes in the terrain. The gold still awaits seekers somewhere in the immediate vicinity of his old log cabin at Timberline on the east slope of Horns Peak in the San Isabel National Forest and possibly near Wet Mountain Valley.
Okay.
So there's actually, I guess, a log book on this guy that passed away. You know, he logged it,
Right.
wrote it down, and that's a good thing to have something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that definitely makes sense.
Gotcha.
And the last one I'm going to do for tonight is in Custer County.
Uh-huh.
And Spanish explorers and their Indian slaves found an underground mine with enormous amounts of gold. After working the mine for so long, the Indians retaliated against the explorers by killing all but 2 of them. Fearing for their lives, the 2 surviving explorers retaliated, so the Indians sealed the entrance with the gold and the explorers, dead and alive,
Oh, wow.
still inside. Located on Marble Mountain, west of West Cliff and State Road 69.
How can they know those details? That right, like almost like right where it's located. But
Well, I guess that's
find
State Road. It says SR 69. Is that State Road?
Yeah, or State Route.
Yeah.
State Road. Yeah.
State route.
Yeah.
State Route 69. Yeah.
See, that'd be a
So-
cool one to find, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd have to probably look at a bunch of bones, but
Well, yeah, but you know oh man, that'd be a cool one. Loaded with gold, they said. You know.
yeah, loaded with gold.
Loaded.
And that's going to be part 1 of Colorado's Lost Treasure. And until the next episode, we'll have part 2, because we got about, I think about 23 more
Okay.
lost treasures to go over in Colorado.
God, there's a lot of them in Colorado. You guys out there listening in Colorado got all kinds of treasures you can find. You know?
And I might see if I can find something on one of these that didn't give a whole lot of information. Maybe I can dig something up on it too.
That's right. Dig up a little treasure on it. That would be cool. You know? Because that Dennis, he's always digging up treasure. Right, Den?
That's right.
I think we could almost play this music in the background while you're telling your lost treasures.
Oh, good Lord, no.
You know, think about it. Say one of them again. Like in Colorado, there was a treasure valued at $2.3 million. Yeah, see? I like it. A little background music for you. All right.
That would drive everybody insane.
Yeah, they'd probably like it. But be sure to join Dennis here every Sunday for Lost Treasures in America. Thank you, Dennis.
No problem. Do we have now? Is Kevin Hoagland coming on soon, or do we know when he's coming on?
He didn't
Or
give a date. He's gonna let us know. He's, yes, he is coming on soon. And I bet you this week is probably when we're gonna hear from Shannon, probably Wednesday night. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if Kevin comes on, I'll wait to do part 2 or something on the Lost Treasure.
Yeah, definitely. But usually when he comes on, he'll fill the whole show with, stuff, information.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. And like I said,
we haven't talked to him in a couple of years. He's probably got a whole lot to talk about.
It's been a while since we talked to him. Last time we seen him was at the Dayton Gold Show last year. So yeah, he's got a lot. I know. I asked him if he'd come on and tell us about those new claims they got, like up in Idaho and stuff like that, But so give us the spiel on what's going on there.
Right.
So that'd be cool. Then don't forget, every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, it's Tuesday Night Hangouts with our friends Ed, Jesse, and Dano every Tuesday. And I know they're in the chat room. They need to let me know who their guest is at the beginning of the show. That way I can tell you guys who their guest is going to be. But even if you don't know, be sure and check them out. Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock over there on their YouTube channel. Tuesday Night Hangouts with Ed, Jess, and Dano. Be there. All right, that's cool. So, yeah, Wednesday, Swifty will be here. Don't forget, post a clock or something like that on Swiftwater's page. Remember, it's Scott, Scott Toney if you're looking for him on Facebook. And, post something. I already did. Rich did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time. Actually, while you're talking, I'm going to go post something right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything like that. It's like.
I'm sure there'll be a story on Wednesday while he wasn't on.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot it was 3 o'clock my time, and I got confused about what time you guys went live. And yeah.
Our time don't change every week. I mean,
he's run that.
Whatever time he comes on.
Right. I mean, I could see using an excuse once like that, but you can't use that same excuse over and over. He's been doing this for how long with us?
Yeah.
It don't change. It's the same time it's always been. It's not, and you live there. You should know. Oh, it's 4 o'clock my time. Oh, yeah. 4 o'clock my time, I got the show. Yeah. Blah, blah. But nope. So that's why we say post a clock on Scott's page or something like that. Hopefully he'll get it. Everybody do it tonight that's listening.
I got a good post on there.
Did you get one on there?
Oh yeah. You have to go look at it.
I'm going to look. I got to. I have to. Go there. Knowing Scott, he's going to turn his clock back. He'll be late again. He'll be even later next time.
Yeah.
Turn your clock's back.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. So don't forget, be here Wednesday night for West Coast Wednesdays. We'll be here, and Scott might be here if he remembers the time. Biffles will probably be home in about another week. They were on a 3-week mission, so yeah, probably maybe next Sunday they'll be here. Hopefully, we'll see. When they get home, they'll be back, tell us about their adventure, so looking forward to that. Till then, you're stuck with us, guys. So, like we said, thanks again for being here. I'm trying to think. What am I forgetting? Anything? I don't think so. Gosh, I don't think I'm forgetting.
Yeah, I think that's about it, I believe.
I do too. All right, well, take us out of here, guys. Good night, everybody.
Good night, gold diggers.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.